are you doing?
Roll cage came in.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, got a full-blown roll cage kit. It's a little bit wide, it seems like, so we're gonna have to probably do a few things to make it fit like it's supposed to. But we got that. We got the top hoop, down bar. We got the whole thing, which means, brother, we're ready to put a roll cage in this thing aside from stripping the interior.
I was about to say, but to do that, we have to take all this out.
All the interior, door panels, rear panels, carpet,
Windows.
windows. We're gonna go ahead also and strip out all the skins on the inside. So literally all we have is
just
the outer shell.
Yeah, just the shell.
Protected by the roll cage. So, got a lot of work to do over the next 2 days because we have 2 days to get this done to be able to stay on schedule to get this joker wrapped up for the Freedom Factory. So if we can get the roll cage in today and tomorrow, that'll leave us a couple days to get it painted, a couple working days to get it painted. Then we're ready to hit the track, brother, and probably lose, but try real hard.
Hey, but we'll be out there with Coops house on the whole side of the truck.
Smacked on the truck right there. So, we don't need to waste no more time. We need to get to work snatching some panels out.
Well, brother, this thing is about as empty as it can get.
As empty as it can get. We got a full-blown race truck, son.
Minus the cage.
Minus the cage, but it's purpose-built, as the Freedom Factory has been advertising.
That's true. But right now, we're getting everything loaded up now. We're actually headed to our buddy Chris's to get the roll cage put in.
Yeah, so you guys know we've been having a little bit of an issue getting our roll cage kit. Chris ordered that thing
But like
3 weeks ago. And so it just never showed up, never showed up. The delivery date was constantly changing, never showed up. So he called me yesterday and he's like, hey man, did you ever find any tubing so we can build a roll cage? I was like, no, I just ordered another kit. Came in like 3 days ago. So it's been delivered. It was delivered here while I was at work. So I'm just now seeing it today for the first time. But I told him I ordered another one. And he's like, well, the main hoop just showed up. They lost the rest of it. So he got reimbursed for the other kit. But anyway, we have a kit now. Everything that we need to get the roll cage in this thing. And he told me if I'd bring it over, we'd weld it. There's a couple bars. The ones that typically come through the cab here, they go down to the bed. Those aren't part of this kit. So he's got some pipe over there, and he's got a really, really nice bender. So we figured it would just be easier if we did everything over there because, one, he has TIG welding experience, and I want to learn how to TIG weld. And we got a brand new TIG welder that, you know, we kind of need to make some content about. So we're going to take that over there. We're going to work that in. He's going to teach us a little bit about TIG welding, get the roll cage installed in this thing. And son, purpose-built Ford Ranger.
That's right. Purpose-built.
Purpose-built.
Ranger. Time to load this bag roll up on the trailer. Came off. That was almost bad. You're in the hole. That was almost too sketchy for me.
Why?
I don't know. The whole trailer started moving. The truck made a weird sound. The ramp fell off.
It's not the worst thing that happened around here.
That is true. That is true. Well, bud, where are we at?
We made it to Chris's shop.
Yeah, and if y'all didn't know, he builds
Race cars.
race cars.
This is what he does. So, got the Ranger here. We're gonna go ahead and do some cutting. All this stuff on the inside, every bit of the skin in here, we're gonna go ahead and get all that stuff cut out so this cage will fit nice and snug. So we brought out the good old Arc Captain plasma cutter. You guys know that thing works. Absolutely phenomenal. So we're gonna break that out instead of a cutoff wheel. Go ahead and get all this stuff trimmed out, and that way we can tuck everything in there real nice and give us plenty of room. So, and then we're gonna let Chris work his magic on this cage.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing.
He knows how to TIG weld.
He knows how to TIG weld. So we'll let him take care of that. We're gonna learn a little bit of stuff, and hopefully his sucker looks good. I'm pretty excited about seeing the cage.
Yeah, me too.
This is a big milestone.
Huge.
Big milestone.
Huge.
Huge. All right, guys, well, it's the next day. So we spent all day here yesterday gutting out the inside of the Ranger. This thing has no interior skin anymore. Cut all of it out so we have plenty of room. Also, we reduced a little bit of weight, not a whole bunch, but a little bit. So we're pretty much ready for the cage to go in here. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of where we're at. And we're fixing to tuck this cage in here, see how it fits. I think it's gonna look pretty good. So we took all of the interior skin out, all the stuff in the ceiling, along the back here, as well as in here, and up top, over there, and across there. So that way we can fit the cage in here nice and tight, get it where we want it, and everything will just look super, super clean. Guys, so after all day long, the cage is pretty much installed in the truck. We had to modify a few things, change a couple of bars, and then there were a couple of bars in that kit that we did not use because the kit was actually for a dirt track car, and it had the door bars on the side that were angled out, and they would not fit the door opening for this truck. But we got that figured out, and we just used straight bars, made sure that the seat still fits inside and all of that good stuff. So we have everything that we need in the truck, tacked in place. We're gonna finish weld everything out with a MIG welder. Actually, scratch what I said. Chris is gonna fix everything with a TIG welder because I don't know how to TIG weld. So he's gonna take care of that. So basically we're just gonna TIG weld out the door bars right there as well as the crash bars on the other side. So everything's looking pretty good. I think we're probably gonna add in some support bars coming through the cab to the bed or to the frame there. So we may still do that. Not 100% sure just yet. That's kind of the plan, but we'll see how things kind of shake out. But everything's looking pretty good, fits decent, it's good and symmetrical and all that good stuff. And like I said, most importantly, the seat fits. We have plenty of room. So we're in really, really good shape. But I'm gonna go ahead and get Chris. We're gonna get welding on this thing, get that wrapped up, figure out what we're gonna do about the support bars on the rear. And then I'm gonna be ready to call it a day for today because it's been a long day, I'm exhausted, and I'm ready to go get some dinner. So let's get this joker welded out.
Well, brother, you did some work while I was gone.
I did some work, and I'm tired.
Yeah, I couldn't be you.
Yeah, it's been a long couple of days. But we have a Danger Ranger with a cage in it.
And it looks kind of sick.
It does look kind of sick. It'll look better when it's painted. But, guys, the last couple of days have been absolutely grueling. I've put in an insane number of hours. I have no idea how many, but an insane number of hours completely skinning this thing out and getting the cage in, getting everything welded. There's a little bit of welding left to be done, but for the most part, it's completely finished up.
Yeah, and we still got a lot of hours ahead of us, too.
We do. We've got a lot of hours, a lot of things left to finish up. But, dude, check it out. Also, shout out to our new sponsor, RaceQuip. Through Holly, we got this sponsorship for this build. They sent us a new seat, new harnesses, window net, fire suit, racing shoes, gloves, and a Hans device, and absolutely hooked us up for this build. So huge shout out to our sponsor, Holly and Race Quip, for this build. We couldn't have done this without you guys. I'm going to show you guys more on that later, but check this seat out, my guy.
Go ahead, climb up in there.
Go ahead.
Let's see you struggle. This is the best part.
This is the best part. Hunter gets all of his entertainment just watching me climb in and out.
Come on.
I got to say, this is one of the most comfortable race seats I've ever sat in.
That is true.
And
I mean, I sat in it. It's super comfortable.
Dude, it's great. Like, it's as comfortable as any bucket seat I've ever sat in. And to be honest with you, like, it's not bolted in, so it's just sitting here. We have to get the brackets in and all that stuff. But to be honest with you, like, it's super, super comfortable sitting here. Like, it's absolutely perfect. The height's perfect. Like, the length is perfect. I mean, everything's great.
It's solid.
So it's going to be nice, like, being able to, you know, go 60 laps at the Freedom Factory, hopefully not have any back pain, you know, just be nice and comfy in here.
Get out looking like an old man hunched over.
Yeah, yeah. I will say, the problem getting in and out of this is how close everything is right here. So in the event something bad did happen and this thing caught fire, I don't know I'd be able to get out fast enough to be comfortable with it. So I'm really thinking about getting a quick release and doing a quick release steering wheel. Because I think that'll probably be a good idea, just to make more room, because it'll take it back to like right there and I can just ease out.
Yeah, so, and they're honestly worth the money too.
100%. Like, looking at them, they're really not that expensive. I think $100 I could have the hub and a steering wheel, so really not that bad. And definitely worth it for the peace of mind.
Yeah. We also need to get a fire extinguisher too put in here.
We do need to get a fire extinguisher. That's a big thing. That'll be something that happens next.
Luckily, it's like $30 at Walmart.
Not bad at all. We'll just put it on a bracket right there beside me, so I can just be like, be great.
How did it go again? Okay. I wasn't too sure. I couldn't see.
Why you gotta make it weird?
I'm just filming, dude. That's all. You're making it weird.
All right, so we have a handful of things left to finish, and after today, we have like 5 working days to completely finish this thing out, paint and all.
Yeah, we don't have much time.
We don't have much time. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of the things that we have left to finish up on this truck. So we have a little bit of welding, obviously, left to do on the cage. Places like right here, that whole side, the side rails there, I have to weld all of that up. Still have to build the down support bars that'll come out from here and go to the bed.
That's what that bar right there is for.
That's what that bar is. That's going to be no big deal. I'm not going to TIG weld that. I'm going to just MIG weld it because it'll be the easiest thing and fastest. We also obviously have some wiring to do because...
Yeah, that's a bit rough.
That's a little rough. It's not going to be okay.
That is what they call a rat's nest.
That's definitely a rat's nest. I don't know if we talked about it on video or not, but the temperature coolant sensor and the oil pressure sensor on this thing, when it goes to the gauge, is not an actual sensor. So it doesn't really tell you if you have good pressure. It doesn't tell you if you have a good temperature or anything like that. Basically, it's like whenever it gets to the point that it's bad, it like turns on a light or does something crazy. So I don't like that, especially for our purposes and the fact that we're going to be absolutely dogging this thing.
We need to know.
We need to know. So I'm going to order some just little generic gauges, nothing crazy, that I can put under the hood of this thing so I can monitor the temperature and the oil pressure at all times, because I want to make sure that all of that is good, because there's no guarantee that these are currently reading right, because you got to think, this was a butchered wiring harness that we hooked up.
Yeah.
So no idea if any of that's accurate or not. So we definitely want to know those readings 100%. There's also a couple little connections in here, like right there, that need to be soldered and hooked up. So I definitely have a little bit of wiring to do. Oh, and also the coolant fan. Coolant fan has to be done. So I've still got a little bit of wiring. So there's wiring, there is welding, and then also we have to paint the inside, we have to paint the cage, we have to remove the front glass and figure out what we're going to do there. If we're going to put like some safety bars or whatever in front of the driver's seat, or if we're just going to put a piece of Lexan in there with some supports behind it. I really like that idea if we can find a piece of Lexan. So we got that to do. Seat brackets to build. We also have to pull the bed off of this thing and go ahead, per the rules at the Freedom Factory, we have to add in a third strap to our fuel tank. So I've got to figure out exactly how we're going to do that. I don't think, it's not rocket science. I don't think it has to be anything like super special. So we have to put a strap. We also have to strap down the battery. And then comes the fun stuff. We get to powder coat our D-style IMCA dirt track wheels, which I think is really going to set this.
Which are not those, by the way.
Not those, not those. It's the Aero dirt track wheels, which are absolutely sick, and I think will give this thing a little bit of an aggressive stance. And depending on how that looks, we might end up lowering this thing just a little bit, front and rear, because per the rules, we are allowed to do that as long as we use stock parts. So we can do that, but then the most fun comes, our custom paint job.
And stickers, can't forget the stickers.
Stickers, son. It ain't a race truck without stickers.
Exactly.
We gotta have the stickers. But I think you guys are gonna be absolutely stoked with the paint job style that we're gonna use on this thing. It's something I have never done. I've seen a lot of people do, and I've always been nervous to try it myself, but I am really, really excited about giving it a shot on the Danger Ranger, because worst case scenario, I mess it up, but best case scenario, it's just a Danger Ranger. But guys, that's gonna be as far as we get this week. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you check out that one right there, because YouTube thinks it'll be the best thing for you to watch next, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. We'll catch you on the next one.